Every country has an army. Most guys think about it once. Then the letter arrives. That letter has one job: to remind you that the state remembered your name. In Russia, male citizens between 18 and 27 are subject to mandatory military service. 1 year. That is the current term. But for millions of guys, 1 year feels like a different lifetime. This is what actually happens when a regular guy gets drafted into the Russian army. Step 1. The summons arrives. Most guys get it by mail. Some get it handed personally by a local officer. The document gives you a date and an address. Show up or face up to 2 years in prison. Step 2. The medical commission. 11 doctors: eyes, heart, spine, psychiatry, and a urologist. Every single doctor has the power to send you home. Or not. The ophthalmologist asks you to read letters on the chart across the room. Some guys genuinely cannot read the third line. Others discover they cannot see anything at all. Suddenly. The psychiatrist is harder to fool. He has worked there for 14 years and has seen every act. His standard answer to unusual behavior is to write "fit for service" with a slightly bigger pen. The urologist is not someone you want to joke with. Her husband works in a related field. That is enough context. Step 3. Distribution. A captain walks in and asks who knows about machinery. 3 guys raise their hands. 2 of them are lying. One of them knows engines from his father's farm. Actual skill. Rare in that room. 2 captains argue over who gets the mechanic. One offers the other an apple. A real apple. From his pocket. The argument ends. By afternoon, 40 guys have been assigned to units across 4 different regions. The mechanic ends up 300 kilometers from the city he was hoping for. His friend from the same village got the same unit. That was not an accident. Step 4. Arrival. The sergeant meets them at the gate and says, quote, "Welcome," then tells them to get soap ready. Nobody laughs at that joke. He was not joking. The first week is called the Young Soldier Course. 72 hours of standing, running, and putting on a gas mask. The gas mask drill works like this. Signal comes. You have 7 seconds. If you forget to seal the filter before putting it on, chlorine enters the mask faster than air. One recruit in the group forgot to seal the filter. He did not fall over. He just stopped moving. The sergeant looked at him and said, "Your eyes are fine. No foam, no blood. Get up." The medic bay was 5 kilometers away. The recruit got there with help from his entire squad, at a jog. Step 5. The sergeant system. Sergeants in the Russian army are usually contract soldiers. They served their mandatory year, signed on for 3 more. They know every rule. They also know every gap in every rule. The gap most useful to them. Work assignments are at the sergeant's discretion. The guy who called all sergeants village birds on day 1 spent 3 evenings unloading batteries from trucks. Not because the batteries needed unloading. The batteries were already unloaded. Step 6. The captain's world. Captains have their own problems. One captain in this unit had a broken television. The Champions League was that evening. His unit was on duty. He needed a working TV in his office by 2100. He told the sergeant to handle it. Use initiative, he said. Initiative meant finding a TV somewhere on the base. The barracks had one. The barracks TV was broken too, missing one board. Model from 1991. The part had not been manufactured in 15 years. The mechanic found a matching board in a second TV nobody knew existed. It was behind a wardrobe, in the captain's own storage room. By 2058, the captain had a working television. The match ended 1-0. He told no one how the TV got there. The mechanic got no extra leave. That is how initiative works. Step 7. Nighttime. Lights out is at 2200. Quiet hours last until 6. 8 hours of sleep, in theory. In practice, there is always someone thinking about condensed milk. At 1 a.m., out loud. There is always a movie the sergeant wants to re-watch. This one had been watched 5 times. The sergeant still did not understand the ending. The duty officer walked in at 2 a.m. and asked if anyone had watched the television. Everyone was asleep. The officer looked at the blank screen, left a note, turned off the light. Step 8. The phone call home. Soldiers get 15 minutes per week on the base phone. Reception is 3 bars on a good day. The girlfriend says the army is pointless. The sergeant overhears this through the handset from 2 meters away. He does not say anything. He just writes down the soldier's name. 3 times, in 3 different lists. Step 9. Food. Breakfast. Buckwheat porridge, bread, butter, tea. Every morning for 365 days. By month 2, guys stop thinking about what they would rather eat. By month 4, the porridge actually starts tasting fine. The kitchen staff has a ranking system. Top tier, guys who can get whiskey from the outside. One recruit had scotch in his bag from a cousin who worked at the airport. He became a kitchen assistant within 48 hours. Step 10. Letters. Some guys write home every week. Names, dates, what happened Tuesday. Real letters, on paper. Most write once a month. After the first 2, they stop explaining the details. The village mechanic wrote to the girl at the post office. She was the one who sorted his letters before they went to his mother. He did not know she read them. She did not tell him until the last month before his demob. Step 11. Skills acquired. After 12 months, the average conscript can disassemble a Kalashnikov in 43 seconds. He can put on a gas mask in 6. Iron a uniform in under 4 minutes. Stand completely still for 3 hours. He cannot always explain why these skills exist in civilian life. He can do them anyway. Step 12. The final week. The sergeant removes his name from all 3 lists. The captain shakes his hand and says something about character. Nobody remembers the exact words. The guys from the village get on the same train home. One of them is thinking about the post office girl. The other is thinking about white bread with condensed milk. The train leaves at 7:14. The army does not wave goodbye. It has the next batch arriving at 9. That is the year. 1 year, 1 letter, 1 commission, 11 doctors, 1 captain and his television, 365 mornings of buckwheat porridge, and 1 girl at the post office who is reading everything.